Hello YouTube, I'm Fawkes1989 and I've got a video on Bravely Default for you today. And my 3DS is dying. Hang on a moment please. Let me just plug it in. There we go, we're plugged in, ready to go. Now, I apologize for the bad quality. I don't have any sort of capture device, and I want to make sure both screens are visible. I'll try to describe things as best as I can. Also, of course, I'm sure you figured, but the camera is facing the system, but the system is facing away from me. So I might have a little bit of difficulty controlling. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you a few ways I came up with for defeating the different Nemesi in Bravely Default. Now, if you go to your town, Nemesi show up all the time. So for example, right here I've got Lucifer. Close. Nope, go away. Yes, I got the village completely maxed out. This one here is, it has a picture of Beelzebub, but it's actually Kami Izumi, and he's super strong. Haven't actually beat him yet. This here is Balal Turtle Dove. His is a little luck-based. You might even need to use a Bravely Second to actually finish him, but... this, of course, is actual Beelzebub. I haven't beat him yet, but I'm pretty sure I got a strategy that not only can beat him, but could do it in one single turn. But we'll get into that in another video. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on, not you, on Lucifer. Lucifer was actually the first level 99 Nemesis I beat. I was determined to beat him before a buddy of mine did, because I know he was trying to come up with a strategy. So let's go into the strategy. So my I know it's here. Let me lower the brightness. Might make it a little easier to see the screen. Okay, so I have let's start with Tiz. So Tiz's primary job is ninja, and his secondary is medicine. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, his whole point is, well, what he wants to do is he wants to be faster than Lucifer, and that's quite hard because the guy has about 127 speed. And then you have to put a giant's draft on Agnes. You'll see why in a few minutes. Beyond that, for abilities, he has Rise from the Dead. Now, Rise from the Dead, what it does, if you read the description here, is that your party member has a 50% chance of standing back up with 25% of their health at the end of any turn that they're knocked out. His second one is See You in Hell. This has a chance, what this happens is when they go down, when they enter KO status, you will inflict an attack worth 4 times your original, your natural attack. Which it often hits for 9999, and it will affect all enemies. Their third skill here is Hasten World. I'm actually going to take that one off because I just realized that it's not going to work to what I need it to. And of course, his last one was just speed up 10%. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm just going to add in speed up 20%. Just to ensure he's faster. Now let's go down to Agnes. Now Agnes's primary job is Knight. Primary reason is it's got the highest defense while still retaining a good mind and agility. Agility really doesn't matter, she's still going to be slower than... but good defense, and also comes naturally with the S-rank shield lore. That way I don't have to waste a space on it. Now, for her abilities, her top one here is dual shields, which allows her to wield a shield on both arms. And then she's got Holy One. This one here will expend 25% of your physical attack, but increase your healing ability by 2.5 times. Next one down is Genome Drain. The only reason that's on there is so I can steal Aeroja from Lucifer. And the last one is Steady MP Gain. This is, I believe, the second skill you can get from the Conjurer class, which you get in Chapter 6. Basically, it gives the user 30 MP a turn, and as we're going to be casting Kurata, which only costs 27 MP, she will essentially be able to cast her healing spell indefinitely. Okay, we're going to move on to... Now, Ringabel and Edea are essentially set up identically. I'm actually going to take off two-handed, because I just realized that they're not going to need that because it's a naked monk. Oops. Took off one too many. So we're going to put on... Oops. I'm going to put See You in Hell back on. Then we're going to put Physical Attack plus 20. Oh, come on. There. Okay, so at the top of the list there, you have Rise from the Dead, and then this one here is Natural Talent, which is a monk skill. Basically how it works is if a monk is not wearing any armor, any weapons, any accessories, anything other than a costume, they're still allowed to wear costumes. But if they're wearing any other equipment, it won't have any effect. But if they're wearing nothing at all, then it will, I believe, double their attack power. Raise physical attack by 100% when nothing is equipped to the right hand, left hand, head, body, and accessory slot. Yes, I can read upside down quite well, thank you very much. And then as you can see, the other two attacks, or the other things were, Helmar, that's not what I wanted. See You in Hell. See You in Hell and Raise from the Dead, as well as physical attack 20% up. Now, we're going to do the exact same modifications to Edea. Take off two-handed. Take off physical attack plus 10. And put in physical attack plus 20. Oops, I took off natural talent again. So, Ringabel is a monk, and with Miscellany as his secondary, simply just so he has the ability to examine Lucifer. Her secondary is Dark Arts, but it doesn't really matter. They can actually have no secondary if you want, because they're not going to need any secondaries. Now we're going to check out equipment. Now, equipment is relatively important here, but use the best if you don't have what you got. So, now, with Tiz, you want speed. Nothing else but speed. Because he has to be able to outspeed Lucifer to be able to put the giant strapped on Agnes before anything happens. So, his primary weapon here is Ame no Murakumo, sorry. And basically, it's the strongest katana in the game. Now, I didn't give him katana lore or anything. He doesn't really need it. But main reason I put a katana here was for the extra crit chance. Falcon Knife, of course, simply just increases his speed. Now, I accidentally hit auto, so some of these are changed. So what I want to do is change this to the red cap. Increases strength and agility. And the Crystal Vest, we're going to switch out for the Power Sash to give him an extra 10 strength. Now, as I said, he's got a katana for crit chance. And he's got Hermes shoes for his accessory because he needs to be able to outspeed Lucifer. Now this gives him a total speed of 144. That's quite fast. It's faster than Lucifer's 127. Now for Edea, Agnes, I'm always making that mistake. Oops. Her equipment is basically highest defense she can get, with the exception of the mage armlets here, magic armlets, which increase her mind by 20, which will give her a stronger healing ability. So Bloody Shield, of course, is the best shield in the game physically, giving 45 physical defense and 23 magic defense, but it lowers your evade by 100. So basically she's got no chance in hell of evading, but what's the point when she can tank everything? And of course, these guys are naked monks, so empty, empty, nothing, 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 and of course, costume doesn't matter, and same. Now, as you can see, that gives a pretty high attack because her attack is 702, and his attack is 692. That is phenomenal. That is a guaranteed 999 hit, even when defaulting on this guy. Of course, wearing no armor does make you more physically weak, but that's okay, because I kind of want them to die. That's the whole point. So how this is going to work is, after the Giant's Draft is placed on Agnes, everybody except Agnes is simply going to attack Lucifer. Meanwhile, Agnes is going to maintain healing herself. I'll tell you why I want them to attack in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead. Now, as you can see, it's level 99 Lucifer. Lucifer Plus, level 99. This is the Square Enix version. So it's not one I got sent from anybody else. This is the original. I beat him. I forgot to save my games. So that's why he's still here. Okay, so Tiz's first job, abilities, medicine, compounding. Now, be careful the order you choose your items. What you're going to want is a beast liver and a dragon fang. This will create something called a Giant's Draft. As you can see here, it doubles HP and refills it. If you do it the other way, Dragon Fang and Beast Liver, it'll create a Dragon's Vim, which increases physical attack by 50%. Not what we're looking for here. We're going to put that on Agnes. Agnes, of course, is... Oops, wrong. Abilities. White Magic. Kirata, as you can see, it only costs 27 MP on herself. Oops, wrong button. So now we're going to have him examine, and she's simply going to attack because that's all she's ever going to do. Now he defaulted, which is good because I know my things are going to go off without a hit. Now this is why when he gets physically attacked, he's going to counter it two-faced, probably killing whoever he's attacking. But you see the damage that did? Even defaulting, it still does absolutely massive damage. So now we're going to have Tiz attack. Agnes, of course, is going to do the exact same thing she just did. Ringabel is going to attack, and Edea is going to attack again. Now here's the best part. This can be done on auto. So there's a Roja. It's going to kill off Tiz and Edea. They're going to attack and see you in hell. Massive damage. Critical for massive damage, which is why I put the katana on him. And she's going to absorb the genome, and then simply heal away all the damage he just did. So she's currently sitting at 820.41, and now she's up to 17,988. So just like that, she can pretty much out-heal all that damage. And I don't even need to touch it. It's literally just going to go until he dies. See, even when defaulting, it's still doing amazingly high damage. And now she's fully healed again. And of course, she's only costing herself 27 MP. So as I said before, steady MP gives her 30 a turn, meaning she actually has a net profit of 3 MP a turn, plus the health she recovers. That was just a message on my iPad, which is what my camera is currently sitting on, so please ignore that. Yeah, not much to do here except simply just watch it happen. So let's just check his health rate now. So he's still got about 400k, so he's only about 100k down at the moment. Of course, Agnes is still standing strong at pretty much full health. Now, Tiz's damage, unfortunately, is a considerable amount less than the other guys, but that's why I gave him that higher crit chance build-up, is so that way he can still hit for substantially high damage. I think he hits for about 5,000 to 6,000 with See You in Hell with the 9999 critical, as long as he's not defaulted. See, she's still over 10. Oh, no, back to full. She's invincible. She can't be taken down by this guy, no matter how hard he tries. And my guy's just going to keep getting back up, getting knocked back down, and hitting him for 9999 or close to every turn. So I'm just kind of watching the screen here directly. Well, I only did 1800. But she's still going strong. Now you see her MP's up to 300 or 538 right now. When I first started the battle, it was only 505, give or take. Let's check his health out. As you can see, he's just about nearing his halfway point. 250 around there will be his halfway. And I'm still on auto battle. I love the music in this game, actually. I wonder how 3D mode looks to the camera, because I know the camera can't pick it up. Yeah, it just kind of looks blurrier. I can't see any difference when I slide up and down, but when I click it on, screen darkens a little bit and it gets a little bit blurrier. Not much for me to do, honestly, because they're just doing the work for me, really. If you're watching this at the full 720p with the full screen, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to read the numbers, but I'm only looking at a screen that's like this big on the computer. So unfortunately I can't quite read the numbers on the screen very well. Oh, her health is going a little more down. And now she's full health again. He's at 255, 174 at the moment. So he's just pretty much hitting his halfway point. 233, 318. Agnes is down to 11,585. 21,8017. Agnes is back to full health. 198,019. Now he braves, so he's going to hit twice. She's down to 3771 right now. 3771. It's funny because that's a lot like 1337, just not quite the same. But she's back up to 12,178, and now she's full health again. He's down to 170. I was reading that, thank you. 170. Oh, now it's changing. Hurry up and hit him. 171,860. Ooh, I survived that with 571. Talk about your close calls. And back up to 18,000. $142,846. So in about 3 more turns, he'll actually have broken under his last 100k. And Agnes is still standing at full health. $129,684. See you in hell is still defaulting, or hitting him while he's defaulting for 9999. He's at 107,780, 107,418, so he's just about to drop past his last 100k. There you go. He's less than 100k. And you survived that with 1,033. Down to 85k. He's using Arrogance. That's going to give her a chance to fully heal. Arrogance, as far as I can tell, does nothing but remove buffs. I don't even know if it does that, because I've never really buffed myself during this match. But it does no damage, it does no debuffs. It doesn't inflict any statuses on you or anything. $499 from 49. Or 49,949 would be, I suppose, the correct way. And Agnes is still full health. 39,950. Ah! 2 Arogas in 1 turn managed to finish me off. But he was about 3 hits away from dying. So I probably could have just, hit a Bravely Second and saved myself, but meh. But as you can see, it is one that does work. That's actually how I beat him the first time. Oh, A button is over here. So unfortunately, this one did not quite go as well as I wanted to. I'm just going to... kind of spoiler, so I really don't want that shown. I'm pretty sure you still saw, so if you pause the video, you can check it out if you want, but spoiler alert. If you haven't already beat the game. But I'm presuming if you want to take down Lucifer that you have beaten the game, so... Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video up. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I'm Fawkes1989, signing off.